I should play some music. I always forget that. I am like a giga procrastinator, dude. I literally do everything till the last minute. Even when I had to study for tests and shit, I'd have a full ass month to study. I wouldn't do it until the last like 2 or 3 days, and I'd be like so nervous and stressed out that I wouldn't even sleep on the night of my final. And even though my class was at 5 p.m., I wouldn't sleep. I would go to restaurants, I would study, I would go to the college, which is like 45-minute drive way early. I was giga tired. But I would still just study, cram whatever I could. And then like a couple hours before the test, I'd be like, you know what? These last couple hours ain't gonna do shit, I'm gonna be honest with you. So I'm just gonna chillax. I listen to a lot of the Please Stop Talking podcast. God, that shit. At the time, like, I don't know, I just stopped watching it. Just kind of stopped hitting the same. But God, that was the funniest shit when I first started watching it. Music. I don't know what to play. I'm fucking tired. Not as tired as yesterday. Oh my God. Yesterday was abysmal, dude. Like, I know I said I was going to stream on the 25th. You want to know what's something really fucking funny? I just forgot. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I swear to God, I actually just forgot. That was it. That was literally it. Like, I actually felt pretty decent that day. It was like fucking 2 p.m. and I realized I fucking forgot to stream. I just said fuck it. I'm gonna work on something else. I don't know, man. I mean, I could play Captain McPain. I could. Just keep scrolling until Hideki Naganuma Mega Mix. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna start playing in the middle of it. But what song is this? Hour 30 minutes in is Jet Set Radio Future Sweet Soul Brother BB remix. Oh, and there was one. It was I forgot what the name of the song was. Dead Heat Riders. That's the name of the game. Let me get this list. Black Hot Vodka. I like this song a lot. I fucking love Hideki Naganuma, dude. He just hits diff. Like, I'm not even the biggest fan of this style of music, but just the way he does it, it just always hits. Like, I genuinely... He's not my favorite musician, but is my artist. But like, I like every single song he's made. I'm pretty sure. Like, he has a hit rate unlike anyone else. Even though he like barely does anything, I'm pretty sure. Like, it's for games. Let's see if I can find out what Hideki Naganuma does. Because, like, obviously he made... Yeah, like, he basically worked at Sega for, like, 10 years. Did a couple games, Jet Set Radio, some stuff for Sonic Rush. But, like, beyond that, it really didn't do a whole lot of other stuff. And then just since 2008, he's been doing freelance work. Let's see. Yeah, and it's usually like 1 or 2 songs. Like that's the best part. Like, I don't know if he just doesn't want to do a full soundtrack, or if he's like too expensive because he's hot shit. Because I'm looking. So he did... Let's see. Everything past 2008. In fact, there's actually a lot of stuff he didn't even do a whole lot of music for. Apparently he did like one track for Super Monkey Ball and Sega Rally in 2006. Getting upset. I can't remember why, but getting upset. Also got the Bothersome Brothers, and yeah, I see why people call them mid. Well, I hope you stop being upset. Being upset sucks. Also, they buffed Jade Stars, and it's like, it's close to being good. Like, if you can reach the max fire rate and have some viral priming, it isn't terrible. It's not good at all. I don't know why they thought about not increasing the damage at all, but I guess they probably just wanted to see what would happen if they, like, drastically increased the fire rate and recharge speed. Which is honestly, like, from what I can tell, it basically always fires at max speed now. So, like, what's the point in like, having them be charges, anyways? So it just kind of looks weird where you have 7 stars above you. They're just gone in a second if you have a fast enough firing weapon. And then you're just like fire. It's honestly kind of funny and almost makes a little sense. Not makes a little sense, but like flavor-wise it matches. When you fire them fast enough, they spawn from the middle of you and go like to above your head. So as you're firing the Jade Stars, if you fire them as they spawn in, it just comes out your belly button. It's really funny. But yeah, I had an idea. I noticed blast procs. I mean, if they gave it enough damage, definitely. It's obviously like how much power do they want to give to a 30-second like, you know, projectile ability that like whenever you shoot something, it just shoots another attack. That's definitely a good question. I don't know what I mean, I'm sure there is an answer to that. My big problem is that even if they buff the fire rate, the damage is so bad if you're not using a really fast weapon, you're not gonna be using it remotely as well. Like if you use it on a shotgun, it's not counting pellets. It's just counting shots. Or like snipers. If you use a sniper with Sirius and Orion, you're not getting anything out of that. Because one, you're already killing the fucking guy in the first place. Two, like 500 damage at base in an AoE is like okay. But like, I can imagine maybe not making it like too high of a damage boot, like based of your weapon damage. I don't know. But yeah, ever since like 2008, he's only ever done like Hideki Naganuma's only ever done like 1 or 2 songs for a game. Like he did Lethal League Blade, like 1 song for Lethal League, and then he did like 2 or 3 songs for Bomb Rush Cyberfunk, and then like 2 songs for Hover, Revolt of Gamers. But yeah, so I noticed that blast procs trigger the Jade Stars. I forgot to go buy whatever. I was gonna go buy the systems for Sirius and Orion. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow. Oh wait, not maybe showing tomorrow. I think I probably will do it. And I was gonna craft them. Why did I load up Warframe? I want to play Grim Dawn. Grim Dawn playtest. I was slightly tempted to do another Warframe stream because I forgot Steinax Prime came out and I want him. And the Aphentis Prime. I also want that. Let's see where... Music, there we go. Tabs. But yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, nice. What weapons are they? Grim Dawn. No, that actually this thing actually worked right away. Sick. Oh, nice. The Furious, especially because it's the Incarnate. Kellerheat pretty good too. Because it has the I think the alt fire is multiplicative scaling with the Gundition overload stuff. Like if you want to do I actually have 2 of these. Oh, because I grabbed it earlier. I just never read it. That's why. Nice. All right. Oh, so I actually did do some respecking. I'm dumb. I'm in ultimate difficulty. That's why I did some respecking. I realized ultimate difficulty resets the game like it's New Game Plus. Which and also, I didn't have to kill the Necromancer, because like, the first quest you do in the game, you go in to kill the Necromancer before they let you into Devil's Crossing. I didn't have to do that, because the game's nice, and just says, you know what, fuck it, you can walk right in. It basically just acts like you completed the first few quests up to that point, just so you could just keep going. So I was able to walk in there and respec. So I got rid of Blitz. I really haven't been using that at all, to be honest, so it didn't matter. Did I get rid of anything else from here? The Ryoku boss fight. Dude! Those fucking guaranteed stags are so ass. And they have a chance to do 10 puncture procs. Pretty sure the cap is 4. Or 5, normally. Then again, maybe they work differently on players. I don't know. But the stagger is ass. Like, even if you immediately start attacking, he'll just stagger you again. It sucks. Yeah, it's... I don't know what they were thinking with that one. Yeah, Jade's bow speed. That's how you... Actually, no, it's 7. I think it's 7 is the max for Jade's bow. Because it basically goes up to the point where it reaches the 100% damage reduction. Although it's 7, I think it only goes to 5 for bosses because of the status cap. Also, fun fact: the 10 proxy bugs don't work when used. Wait, really? That sucks. Honestly, I didn't even think about that though. That could actually be a cool idea. Just like the other brother passively reducing enemy damage with the increased AOE. Shit, that's smart. I didn't think about that. All right, give me some blueprints here, please. Blueprints. Sovereign Shield. I'm fine. Ooh. It's two-handed ranged. What does it look like, though? Does it look slapping? Oh, that looks pretty fucking cool, though. That do be looking cool. But yeah, as I got distracted again. So I noticed blast procs work with Jade Stars. So I was thinking of subsuming them onto Jade and using a blast glory on high. It's gonna do terrible damage, but at least when I shoot my little blasty blasts, I also have like extra missiles flying at enemies. That's literally it. That is literally it. The only reason. Although I think it's currently bugged and they don't trigger off of ability damage. I don't know if that would still apply to Jade Light or the Glory on High, but yeah. I was looking for a medal? No, rings. Gotta keep an ear out for rings. Empowered Slithbane. Field Commander, Bleed Resist, it's a one-handed sword. Oh yeah. As I'm finally getting like more weapons that I feel like I could use, I'm just starting to. I got that legendary. Also, what was that fucking like? That scream he made when he went flying. It kind of sounded like that one fucking video where he was like, Is that a man riding a shrimp? And he kind of sounds like fucking R2-D2. Wow! I can't do it. I could not. My voice, I have like a higher pitched voice normally, but I cannot make it go that high. Like there's like an in-between range that I just like cannot reach without like changing my voice to sound differently. I was like confused if I was creating those venom blasts, and it seemed like they were blowing up the. It seems like they were actually damaging the other plants. I realize now that is not the case. Will you die, please? Thank you. That or your aim with the aim was awful. I don't think you have to hit direct hits. I think so long as you hit him with the AoE, it does the 7 puncture procs. It's like I said, just looking for a weapon to give the other brother. Yeah. Maybe if you probably is not a good idea. I mean, you could do Epitaph probably, just like priming status. Epitaph. Let's see. What else could be like a utility? Maybe the Aphentis? I mean, the Aphentis you can kind of do on your own. It's not that big of a deal. What's that, a Scourge? Maybe that one? Have him occasionally throw that shit? Or maybe like Nucor as well for the same reason. Just have it like prime shit all over the place.
Oh. Please just leave me alone out here.
What are you? Some son of monster in disguise? Calm down, I'm not gonna hurt you. Stay back. I'm a powerful arcanist. You must be Garrett. What? I mean, yes, but how'd you know? Your daughter sent me to find you. I'm actually surprised he's alive. Can they? I don't know. I guess it'd depend if they know how to use alt fires. Yeah. Good point. She's fine. She's a double crossing. The prison? Well, as long as it's safe. I guess I can die here in peace. No, Division, I can get you on out of here. No, I cannot bear to look at her. I failed her as a husband. I don't have time for this. Shove him into the rift gate. Leave me here. I suppose that's true. We got together this far. I can't abandon her again. I've been given a second chance. How do you plan on getting me there? My leg is busted. Like this. Zoop. Alright, let's go back there real quick. I actually am surprised he lived. Oh, you know what? If they don't do the fully charged shots, I'm not sure if they apply the puncture. Well, then again, they might only be like the first enemy you shoot.
I am relieved that my father made it safely.
He's a bit shaken up, but he's alive.
We were never close, but he's the only family I got left.
Ooh!
Thank you.
I needed that.
Perhaps this. Here, take this potion. My father and I took sips from it along our journey to keep up our strength. I'm sure you'll find it useful.
I don't know how respecting yourself gives you more. Well, I don't know. I guess every now and then they just sip it and respect their fucking intelligence to strength. And as they slowly get wiser along the journey, they're like, all right, take another sip. Gotta respect. Can I ask you some questions? I think I already asked these. Yeah. You in the Gotva Prime? Oh god, I'm sure they just fucking never stop blasting that thing. Okay, where potion? Potion? Hello? Where potion? Am I dumb as hell? I got a tonic of reshaping, right? Do not fucking tell me I got cucked on the tonic of reshaping. Dog, I know I'm tired, but like... Dead ass. Hello?
Thank you for finding my father. Though the nightmare isn't over
Did
yet.
you and your father not get
I
along?
lived with my mom in Malmouth. Father wasn't exactly reliable. Let's just put it that way. He always had one scheme or another to make us all rich, but they never panned out. Mom loaned him money several times, but he squandered it on his latest idea or drowned in booze. But when she vanished right around the time the attack started, I did not know who else to turn to. Now it's just the two of us. Whether I like it or not, I can't just leave him. He is my father, after all.
It's a red crit heaven? It's additive. I mean... I guess, yeah, it is flat. I mean, it's flat, but it also gives you red crits, though. So, like, that kind of is... like way better. Like you never like with the Godfrey, you don't really have to worry about modding for crit chance. Seriously, where the fuck's that potion? I'm actually losing my goddamn mind. Oh my god, I was looking for a red icon, but it's actually a fucking blue potion. Lick my nuts. 58. Every last ounce of that is going into physique. I am no longer going to be a smarty pants. I am going to be absolutely fucking chunky. Okay, maybe I need a little bit of... Wait, you need spirit for rings? Fuck you, game. Oh, yeah, baby. I think that's like, what, a couple hundred extra HP I gained? Let me see. Yeah, I gained like 200 HP. I went from 79, 7911 to 8172. Although I did lose a lot of energy regeneration. Like, absolutely. Not like it was a whole lot in the first place, if I'm being honest. Oh yeah, they fucking call damage over time duration damage. This fucking game, man. This fucking game. I love it so much. Alright, how slow is this? Okay, I guess I guess by default it's proportional to your mana. Or I guess I just don't have enough. Because that seems to be percentage-wise giving me about the same back. So I am getting less overall.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
Yeah, but I'd rather have a guaranteed regular crits that occasionally turn into red crit, that occasionally go into red crits, than rely on RNG to give you the red crits. I guess it's fair. I kind of like the way it works. Makes it a bit more unique. Because that way you just focus all into crit status chance and crit damage, and then like at some point it's based. Actually, I think it's less than 35% because it doesn't take multi-shot into account or something like that. I forget how it works, and that was a bit jank. But it's basically just 35% chance to get the giga crits. Which admittedly does mean you're kind of only relying on 35% of your damage. Your hits, rather. Let's see. Is that better? No, it's worse. I also want to know something super funny. A funny fact about this update. Go for it. Doom Solve Gluttony. The Doom Solve Gluttony. What the fuck kind of name is that? That's really goddamn dumb. I like it. And that doesn't really do anything for me about that. Not really. I'll keep that. I almost sold it because I thought it was a fucking blue item. Because they decided to make them such goddamn similar shades. I do like how there's empowered items, so if you do find another... Wait, it's a lot of armor, shit. A lot of HP, shit. Oh, it's all 65, right. They can't use that for fucking ages. Science, sensibility, a bunch of health. Aether Ward. I mean, really, I guess all the shield gives me is the block chance and Doom Bolt, but that really isn't doing shit, if I'm gonna be honest. I might actually just use it. Because it gives me HP and defensive ability. I mean, no other resistances, but come to think of it, yeah, this doesn't actually offer me anything. Huh. You'll get 2 in 1, actually. Oh, fuck yeah, I love good deals. Yeah, I don't actually get anything out of this. Shit. I was too distracted by it being a funny shield. Even though I could actually just skin over anything else. What about these? It's barely any acid retaliation. Plus the armor's dog shit. Bell Sage boots. Get rid of those. Yeah, don't look too good for me. Can't use those. What about this? What +2? Actually, oh, I can use that now. And that would go here, right? Yeah, it's a metal. I lose +5 Granado though. That's like actually a lot of damage. Cause like, so what I respec'd into was I got rid of all of this. I got rid of flame type because it's not giving me anything actually. It's giving me fire and lightning damage, which only affects Granado, not my retaliation. I think I put a couple points into this, but everything else went into maxing out Granado. The +5 actually would like destroy my damage, I'm pretty sure. So like, got my damage, Granado. Up to 20,000 damage. If I remove this... Oh, I only lose like 2,000. Wait, wrong one. Yeah, it was like 5,000 damage to Granado. So, yeah. I would gain Aether resistance, though, which would cap me. And the max fire resistance. What does Temper and Flame Touch add overall? And it still lose 4,000 damage to Granado. Just kind of my most consistent damage dealer. Like, what about Flame Strike? I like how it like does the math in 2 different stages. Well, I only get about 100 damage per hit, so that's not really doing a whole lot if I'm being honest. Maybe later. That +5 Granado is so fucking hard to not have. That it just sucks. Then again, actually, that 41% chaos resistance kind of, never mind, it's overcapping me anyways. Well, ah well.
Come see what's
I'll keep it, maybe? Explosive strike. Yeah, no, it doesn't want game using. Yeah, I'll break that down instead of selling it. Well, it's +1 to all soldier skills, physique, acid damage. Yeah, I'll be fine. That 3% block chance though is kind of nice. That'll be fine. What about this one? Health, physique, armor, acid, and vitality. Wait, that's actually kind of a good belt though. Okay, so how much is this 95% really doing for me? If I lose about like 100... Yeah, it's about like 100 or so, less than 100 physical. Which would mean I also lose like less than, yeah, I lose like a couple hundred. Oh, it's because acid damage is converted to physical damage. What's my acid? What's my acid? Not a whole lot. And it's like a fire. There's like 1,000 of that. But I do lose a couple thousand damage per hit. It seems. Like, how does it affect overall my Granado? Because my Granado is also affected by this. Oh, it's only about 1,000 Granado damage. What I gain the poison resistance, which I kind of need to worry about more, and the vitality.
well spent. Come see what's
Actually, does he have bone dust in here? I don't feel like getting up and doing anything about it. No, he doesn't, but I will buy this. No reason not to.
Put it to good use.
Go to illusionist.
Perfectly safe illusions.
And there we go. Very important.
Got something you need stashed?
Alright, legendary. Store you. Actually, I'm getting rid of you. I don't know. I'll keep them. Yeah, you never know if I want to do some other fun shit with them later. Maybe. Oh yeah, the dread armor. Oh, I can also equip this. Which gave me more fire retaliation. Vindictive flame and demolitionist skills. Chaos resistance, all elemental. This one also gives me chaos. Wait, do I have two of these things? I do. This one's like better at every single way? No, this has less damage. The one on the left has less damage. Was I keeping these? No. I'll put everything I'm trying to sell in here. What this? Put that away for selling. It's two-handed axe, so that goes there. Storm Shepherd. Put that there. Alright, we'll read your message. Finish reading your message, Namagre. I'm just gonna... My brain is like in slow motion. Not slow motion, but I gotta focus on one thing at a time. I am absolutely fried. I slept better than God, the other day was fucking dog shit. It's like so back and forth. Okay, cool. So everything else I can scrap and sell.
I'll hold on to that for you.
And go to you.
Let's take a look, shall we?
Keep the add-on. Oh, did I put the shield away? I fucking did. Ah, whatever. I don't think that Aether crack thing is that big of a deal.
Goodbye.
Okay, so what would this do overall for me? I'd lose a little bit of health. I would still... I mean, I would gain the Vindictive Flame. So let's like slap it on there. Actually... I guess I'll have to consider the 180 retaliation damage I can add on to that thing. That actually gain... Oh, I actually gained a bit of Granado damage. And then, like, retaliation-wise... Like, yeah, I would lose some of that physical damage retaliation, because this is 860 versus this is like 1,000, so it was like 200 total. But... Where's the fire? I think, yeah, I think overall, especially with that skill, it would definitely be better.
Let's take a look, shall we?
Mark at the Myrmidon. Put that on there. Put on that. Cool. And reskin this.
Looking for a new you?
Boom. Alright, we're balling again. That should hopefully help. Wasn't like a big boost.
Left.
It was some. It was some. But you, no, you're not looking good. You... I was gonna keep that and use that. Cool, so I have a bunch of stuff to use and I'm level fucking 65. I swear to God, if I find something better, I will actually laugh.
Put it to good use.
Anyways, so there's a Bratton skin in the Hun House shop, which is funny because it's Ryoku's. However, he uses a burst on by default. Wait, he uses a primary weapon? I have deadass not. I saw he only used kunais. That fucking weeaboo. And it's not a Bratton skin, it's a rifle skin. Wait. Wait, is it actually not, even though it says a Bratton skin, is it actually not a Bratton skin? That's actually really fucking funny, what? Wait. Wait, really? Vindictive Flame, Blackwater Cocktail. Movement speed. What I got's better. In his boss fight, yes, but when he's a crewmate and when you work with him, he uses a Bratton or Burston. Oh my fucking god, that's a really funny. That is fucking peak. You have it on. I really. That's honestly, I was surprised when I saw it was Bratton. I'm like first off, the skin it's a modification of is already a universal, almost universal rifle skin. So why the fuck is it not a? So why the fuck is it not that? But the fact that it actually is even funnier.
That skill's not ready.
Mystic Ugdenbog Girdle of Protection. I already have that base type. Armor. Adept's Flange Mage. You want to know how you found out? How did you find out? I mean, I assume you bought the damn thing. Wait, Wait, did this respawn? I mean, sure, I'll take it. I didn't get anything good. Lame. Alright, so rounds. Did I use the devotion point? I did, good. Which means that's maxed out. I was looking for Shield Maiden, I believe. Gives me a bunch of health. Dryad's Blessing. When I attack, I heal a bunch of HP. I mean, I could go for the Dryad. Nah, Shield Maiden. Okay, so where the fuck am I going? Up there. Well, shit. Just to make sure I didn't miss anything here. You was curious why it was called a Bratton skin? Despite Ryuki using a Burston, so he checked out his own Burston, and then he checked another rifle and saw it was there too, so he checked the rest. That's fucking incredible. That is actually really fucking funny. Does it still have the same problem as the Justice rifle skin, where it's off-center? Like it's angled slightly down into to the right, I believe. It looks awkward. I still use it, but on some things it just kind of looks awkward. So it looks like I did kind of explore everything there already. You don't think so? Good, maybe they fixed it. Maybe I could check the Justice rifle skin and see if it also is fixed. Ever since that guy said that all human voices in this game are like kind of high-pitched, I have not been able to unhear it. Why is everyone so fucking high-pitched? Is huffing helium a requirement to like empower your etherealness? Well, I guess these are Chthonian guys. Also, there is a noise, I swear, that kind of sounds like the... it sounds like some kind of noise from Terraria. I want to say zombie, but I don't think it is. I think it might actually just be the owl from Terraria. No, like the Wraith. Is it the Wraith? No. It's there's something in Terraria that makes the sound kind of like that. Like the but like more evil and intimidating. I'm trying to put my brain to it. We're speaking of Ryoku as a crew matey. That's something that upsets you. For some reason he got an objectively worse stat spread. Dude, Ryoku, like, I think it's kind of a bit that Ryoku just sucks, actually. Like, he got proto-framed, but he is overcompensating so goddamn hard. Like, everything about Ryoku is he just kind of sucks. He has their own idle animation? Really? Is it, like, not just like the Garuda animations? Neat. Whoa, a null boy. And a weird time boy. I don't know. What does it mean by being time warped? Hello? Game, can you explain that to me? Also, after significant experimenting, I really do just think I have significant anxiety when I'm about to sleep, which sucks because I'm like super chill. I'm enjoying what I'm doing, but then like right before bed, my body's just like, "Hey, buddy, fuck you." Because like the only thing that's ever been able to help me sleep lately is whenever I take some anxiety meds before bed. I'm like old ass ones too. Only like 2 weeks of them left, so I'm hoping I can see my psychiatrist and get a refill, or like a different one to see if maybe those work. It also didn't help that I'll admit I kind of overcorrected when it came to, because it's a blood pressure medication that also helps with anxiety. So it was between the fact that I was basically like jobless at the time and was like trying to save on medication costs. I was a little awkward. I think those points in... I said Thorns and I was excited. Those points in Spirit were helping me. Like, it gave me just enough extra mana that it was not an issue as much. Cooldown reduction, chaos resist. Spirit, chaos damage. I need vitality resist if anything. So I was taking like half a pill, but then when I took the full dose, turns out it actually like worked. I've just been like really on edge ever since I took one medication that was prescribed to me to help with my some nightmares I was having at the time, and it gave me like really bad orthostatic blood pressures. So when I got up, I passed the fuck out for like 5 seconds. Ooh. Ah, so retaliation. I'll never forget how funny that. It was so funny because like I knew it was happening, so I just looked at my family. I was like, "Mother, father, please call the EMS. I'm about to pass out." I sit down in the chair and I'm just like, "I'm gonna fight this," and then it's like fucking faint. My blood pressure got so fucking low, dude. And then when I woke up, my first thing when the EMS got here and they were getting a blood pressure, I asked, was like, "Hey, how much is this gonna cost?" I need to stop talking about the American healthcare system, Jesus Christ. Literally last stream I fucking said I did the exact same bullshit. Oh god. But yeah, they were like, "Oh yeah, I mean, unless we go to the emergency room, nothing." And I said, "Okay, thank God. No, I'm not going to the emergency room." I was feeling better. Because I knew my blood pressure was low, but like I was feeling fine. They stayed for like 10 extra minutes, and I was just like, "Nah, I'm good." My blood pressure came back up. I just like took it easy and just laid back down for the rest of the night. Remember, kids, if you're about to pass out, try and gently lay on the ground. Just so if you do pass out, you don't. I sat on the chair. It was kind of a dumb thing. I should have laid down on the floor and try and see if someone could like keep your legs raised. That way your veins will like gravity blood into your head. It'll like slightly increase your blood pressure and just kind of like delay you passing out, or maybe even prevent it. Yeah, the important thing is laying the fuck down. Oh, hi, another boss of that enemy. You know what? I'll let him take care of himself while I do this. Wait, when did I get the oh, because I got the +1 demolitionist skills from the shield. Right, right. A little bit of fire retaliation could be nice. Pop potion. No, I can't on this menu. I'll be fine. I wish I could like open up my stat menu. See how much retaliation damage I do. So that increases about 30%. It is the Gruda animation, so that's why it's so special. All the other crewmates, including Ryoko, use the standard one. Really? Okay. That is wild. Poor Ryoko, I was getting shafted, even if it is kind of funny. So 1376. Oh, it doesn't change at all. Well, I saw this picture right there. I probably should increase this some more. I get more damage. What about this? Increases more main hand damage, but then it spreads to enemies. Crit damage and costs less. Crit damage increases the damage more. That's for two-handed though. More fire damage. Don't really care about that too much. I mean, I should go for Counter-Strike, right? Yeah, I should. Alternatively, or defense. Or defense, good. But yeah, I've been like super cautious about blood pressure medication since then. Oh hi. After I left the area, you guys are kind of late to the party. It's a good thing you drop loot, so you know I'm gonna kill you anyways. I honestly, I'm gonna be real. It is cooler, 100%. But man, Vanna's is kind of sick. Like fucking driving a blood-infused ice comet into a battleship's energy shield to break it, so you can board with the ram sled. If you told me that there was an intro almost as cool, if not cooler, than riding like a fucking space Roman dragon, like to fucking teleport, like teleport your way onto a ship, or blast your way onto a ship, I'd be like, I don't believe you. Oh, don't forget, you're not piloting it, you're riding on top of it, because of fucking course you are. Even though like its head kind of looks like it has a cockpit, I didn't notice your Warframe holding onto it. I honestly thought it was just Ryoku while you piloted it. No, your Warframe's just kind of in the background. God, that is so cool. But like Vanna's is also kind of sick though. I also gotta say, I kind of love the encounter, the Golden Maw encounter, with that like that one Corpus guy with the arch gun. I kind of like it because it reminds me of like really old video game encounters. Like you're playing like an old shooter, and they should like mix up whatever like mini boss fight they can with the mechanics they have in the game. Because it spawns the guy in the middle, then it spawns 8 corrupted protectors who instantly pop the overguard. So it's kind of like a gimmick fight where you go in, you can either like, you know, use chaos. Actually, I don't think you can. Like mind control on the protectors, but I think I think they overguard each other, or they have overguard when they use their overguard. I forget which one. But like, you know, you could do that and remove their overguard. And he can come with you after the board on the board. It's really fucking funny. I guess that wasn't too far off from the
See anything you like?
From the respec lady, probably. The retaliation and chaos resistance and health. I think the +2 is more important. How about this? What do you got? Nothing. What do you got? You got poison and vitality. It's kind of gas. Yeah, I'll put over this one, I think, right? Aether resist, aether resist. I'll put over this. Why are you glowing? Stop that. Corpse dust, put it on that. No, enemy assault! No, give me. What about you? Aether resist, some health. Regen. Took him all the way to Venus. This is pretty funny. But yeah, I really do like, yeah, I do like how it just kind of feels like a bit of a mini boss encounter. I mean, you could be controlling it with the frame being in hard lock mode. That's also true. That actually would explain it. Also, I love how unnecessary the worm is. Like, there's like, I forget if I mentioned this last time I talked about it, but Vayna, she's just there.
Iron well.
It's a trap. Ryoku did not have to do that shit, but he just did because it's fucking cool. And I kind of respect it, dude. I really do.
See anything you like?
Ways of the Coven. Invisible helmet. Invisible shoulder guards, invisible metal. Oh, cool. You can, like, make certain armor pieces invisible.
Put it to good use.
Smuggler. Okay, it's a person. Storage person. West Lady. There you go. How do I get over there? Can I jump up there?
That skill's not ready.
No. It's not Path of Exile. I don't think it works that way.
Whatever it is you think you're doing here, you are in the wrong place.
Perhaps the card of Craxus will change your mind.
Interesting. It appears that perhaps we can be of use to each other after all. Very well. Speak. What brings you to our refuge?
Yeah, I love the Ryoku ephemera because every time I've seen it, I don't know if it's like a graphical setting or how people used it, but I swear to God, hold on, is my phone dying? It is literally 1%. Be right back. I forgot I was like so fucking into watching reading Grappler Baki. My phone was on like 3% before the stream started, and I forgot to plug it in. But yeah, that Ryoku ephemera is so goddamn funny because I don't know if it's like just the way it looks or graphic settings or whatever. Every time I've seen it, it just looks like someone is made of jello. It's like if you just want to like turn every Warframe into like a slime girl or some shit. That's just kind of what it looks like. Must find a way to Malmouth and find a lost friend.
If you seek a path to Malmouth through the swamps, then I am afraid you are out of luck. The roads have all but collapsed, and even if you should somehow find your way out of the bog, the land beyond has been consumed by aether fire. Ancient passageways exist that could take you north, but they are not of this realm, and you will not like where they lead. Now, this friend of yours, what happened?
His name was Ulgrim. He was taken by the Void in battle.
Ulgrim, you say? Oh, it would be a shame to lose such a legend. But if he was claimed by the Void...
Legend.
Perhaps this gives me an idea that will solve both your predicaments. But if we are to help with this, then I must ask for something more in return.
Very well. What do you require?
What you ask will take me some time to prepare. But before I help you, there is something you must do for us. Deep within Ugdungbog, to the north of our refuge, there lies a village by the name of Barrowholm. I need you to travel there.
What does this village have to do with you?
I care not for the village, only for what was stolen. We had crafted an Ugdungbog fetish within the swamp, in order to protect ourselves from the wilderness. Recently, someone has tampered with it, tore off the head of the fetish, and ran off with it. I can still sense its waning power within the bog, and the only nearby settlement is Barrowholm. I do not care what you do. We must have it returned to us. Do this, and I shall give you the means to find Ogrim, and perhaps even a way to Malmouth.
You have a deal. Okay, it's gonna be spirit guide here, so I can respec some devotion point stuff.
I sense turmoil within you.
Devotion. Cool bug. I mean, this is still a beta for UI, so fair enough. But I don't think I need blue anymore at all, right? Physique. It does give you retaliation damage, like 70%, so we keep that, but depends on what else I can get rid of. This I probably can get rid of. All damage, a little bit of armor, yeah. Oh, Targo relies on this? Oh, because I only got one out of that. Ah, that shit, that explains it. So what do I get out of this? If I can unspec this... Oh, Messenger of War? What about Wraith? Okay, I can unspec the Wraith. But I mean, I get retaliation, so like... That'd be dumb. Well... Get rid of that? I get 1 point. And I can... It's depending on its own affinity. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Yeah. I think that'll be fine for now. I can get rid of that. That's 2 points. Yeah, I'll lose that.
Stay strong.
I mean, that's something. I got 2 points. I'll double check. I don't have anything anywhere else. No. Because then once I grab this, I could probably unspec from the lion. Because that'll put me at 6. Which means... Wait, what? Shouldn't I be able to? Oh, 3. It gives me 3. I thought it gave me... Ugh. This needs 4 of that. If I have 1 of that, that'll put me at... No, it told me that anyways. I'm dumb. I don't know. I'm trying to, like, game this. Field damage blocked, retaliation, and physical damage retaliation. Alright. Sounds good. Wait, that's a lot. Holy shit. 30% minus 30 shield recovery time and 80% shield damage blocked in one node? I mean, that 30% is already good enough, but like fucking 80% and fucking 50% there? That's crazy. Can't wait till I can max that out. Holy fuck. Alright, let's go back to the... Here. Back to Devil's Crossing. And turn on my quests. Then we'll actually use...
I don't know what you did, but it sure worked. We've already received a shipment of food from Homestead, and more seems to be on the way. You've single-handedly secured the future of this settlement. I don't know how to thank you. Have a glass of water. It's on me.
I'm just glad we'll all survive. Dread Skull. And Mark of the Myrmidon. Nice. Is that guy still here?
Gods know what your plans are, Taken, but I can't deny what you've done at Necropolis. If you had burnt in the pile with all the rest, well...
Stubborn as ever. I'll consider that an apology, Jarvis.
Gods know what...
I was actually curious if he would still be fucking snide with me. What a dingleberry. Alright, put the component away. All my devotion. I don't need that. I'll put that back. Well, good to have. Even if it's not really particularly expensive to... Oh yeah, I was gonna put these... There you go. Put these in the main storage. Okay, so what the fuck is this? So vitality damage, poison. I get chaos. That's a okay. It's like +2 to elemental resistances, and toxic cloud. Yeah, that's still not worth it though. Like that, like it cannot be overstated. That fucking +5 Granado is kind of fucking butt cheeks, like in a good way. Like, God, like this would be good if I was actually using the acid damage and all that, but I only really get that +2 resistance stuff. That's also good. Like, it's good for defense for sure, but considering my main damages in case like my retaliation doesn't work as Granado, even the poison clouds. Yeah, that's just gonna stay here. Unfortunate. Actually crazy.
See anything you like?
Donut heart oil. Oh, I should put that back. Sorry, I didn't fucking notice because everything was so goddamn blue on this image thing. Let's do stun jacks. Yeah, like if I'm gonna use this, if I'm gonna use any other metal, it would definitely be the other metal. So I'll probably just sell that. You know what? Sell that. I don't care. All right, some lore. What?
Thank you for finding.
Oh yeah, there's like a interact with the nearest person button if I hit you. Interesting. Forgot about that. Clarity of valor. With all the evil unleashed into the world, joining with the Bloodsworn made so much sense at the time. At first, it was to escape the horrors unleashed by the Ethereals, the death of my family, my wife, my son. But then later, I started to understand and believe the words the cult leaders were telling me. This sense of belonging made me feel important, that I was part of something greater than myself. Now that I stand in the halls of this mighty place, I feel the eyes of all those that gave up their lives, the leaders, the great heroes, and the countless thousands who followed them. They fought so that we could live without fear of the nameless fiends which I now serve. I can feel the honor and sacrifice of my ancestors, and I'm ashamed. Ashamed because of the terrors I have left in my path. For months I have done the most violent, unspeakable things. Deaths of husbands, wives, children are on my bloody hands for no reason other than to serve my own selfishness. To wash me clean of my own fears and the devastating loss that drove me to the madness. Death and murder, all in the name of some long-dead god who has no more right to the blood in my veins than I do. Blood that belongs to those who I have killed in its name. The blood-soaked foundation of this forgotten battleground has peeled away the fear and awoken me. There is no forgiving what I've done, no punishment that will ever make it right, but I can give my last breath, my last drop of blood, and at my last life to cause as much damage as I can. I do not stand alone. The great heroes stand with me, and I do not fear. Actual fucking unit? Karchmore's Order. There have been some strange travelers about these parts recently. The inn is busy, more so than it should be by this time of year. Not that you'll hear me complaining about that. The fair bit of extra coin has found its way in my pockets as of late, but the folks moving through these parts aren't like those we're used to seeing. There's been common folk from further south in Devil's Crossing, and groups of men and women moving about with strange new markings in their armor and clothes. Even had a fella a couple weeks back claimed he came all the way south from the capital, that he was a chef looking for work. I didn't have room for him, so I suggested he try in Burwich. It's not just the people that are strange. There's been an uneasy feeling in the forest, as I'm sure you've noticed. I haven't seen nor heard a bird in more than a week. I chalked it up to there being more people around, but no more than 3 days ago, Pritch brought in a fresh kill. It was a big swamp buck, 10 points, if I remember correctly. A kill like that usually brings in the vultures, but the dressings have been sitting in the woods festering since, and no sight of those hideous things. If it sits out much longer, it'll draw out Craxus for sure. I swear that crusty old bastard has doubled in size and has gotten twice as ugly since I last saw him. He's been up around the inn twice in the last year, stealing things. Supposedly, he even took a milk cow from Gretchen's stable. I shouldn't like to think what's happened to the poor thing. Fire used to scare him off, but he seems like he's become bolder as he's grown. Whoever finds this creature's lair, as in for a right heap of useless junk, and more crab than a man could eat in a lifetime. If anyone should be eating that thing to begin with. Any case, there is a business to be done, especially with these folks moving about the countryside. If you've got the stores, if you've got the stores, I'd like to order 3 casks of Redmire Ale, 2 casks of Blackleaf, 20 bottles of stone wine. Payment on delivery as usual. I forgot this was just like. What the fuck? Who does this? He just goes to a guy ordering beer. He just starts talking about fucking the shit that happened last week. Sir, this is a Wendy's. Oh, right, yeah. Can I get 3 casks of red wine? I mean, they're probably like on good terms or something, but I just think it's really goddamn funny. Bloodsoaked scribblings. Oh my god, it's so long. We left Burwich not more than a week ago. There was something wrong with that. Ooh. I'll burp there, sorry. There was something wrong with that place. And there are rumors of strange goings-ons around the Krieg's residence. God damn it. Burp and hiccup, fuck you. I want to read this shit. Around the Krieg's residence. So Fraser had this crazy idea that we should leave and head north. He said there was a nice town just up the road. You should know, he lived up there less than a year ago. He said passage would be difficult, but we can make it if we stuck together. He couldn't have been more wrong. We weren't one day out of town when things started going poorly. First, Beatrix came down with a fever, and her skin went pale with her eyes glazed over. That night she started lashing out at us, shaking, vomiting, and screaming about some creature out in the woods staring back at her. The following day, the same thing happened to Heinrich. But with both of them sick, we were forced to travel slowly. Fraser and I towed them behind on a makeshift sled. Too far from Burwich to turn back, but Fraser said he knew of an inn that was less than a day's travel ahead. We continued onward. When we reached the inn, it was abandoned and the air hung heavy with the scent of death. We were desperate and in need of a shelter, so we stayed nonetheless. That night was when the noises started. Fraser said he didn't hear none of it. I could make it loud and clear. It sounded like an animal growling and moving. Growling and moving about just outside the inn. As the night wore on, the noise became louder and louder, and I began to question my sanity. Fraser insisted that it was nothing, and I could swear that they were right outside. The dawn came, I didn't want to move, but Fraser forced me out of the inn. He said we had to continue, and we wouldn't make it to safety. Or we would make it to safety. So we began pulling the sled north on the overgrown road. As we moved, I could hear it following us, its footsteps mirroring our own. Beatrix and Heinrich were getting sicker by the minute, and we soon grew tired of hauling the sled. My hands were blistered and my feet bloodied from the rough path. Fraser said we had to leave them. The sled was just too heavy for us to pull. And that just didn't sit right with me. We argued back and forth about their fate, each feeling more and more angered as we continued. That was when Fraser grabbed his camp hatchet and threatened to kill them, right then and there. He said if I wouldn't let them go, he'd just do it for me. I didn't mean for what happened next, but I was scared, and growling sounds bore down on me like a fire in my mind. I shoved him, and he stumbled over a root, falling face first into his hatchet, which lodged itself into the right side of his chest. Jesus. He looked up at me in horror as blood filled his lungs and mouth. That's when I saw it. Standing behind Fraser at the edge of woods, a massive, hideous figure. Like a man with the head of a dead animal, I froze for a moment and then bolted down the road. As I ran, I could hear Fraser's gurgling screams begging me not to leave him. I could still hear them. All three of them wailing in the darkness like rabbits being eaten by a fox. It's been hours. Why won't they die? That thing's still out there? Is it taunting me? I can't go on. I can't take it anymore. What the fuck? Jesus! I love this game. This fucking writing is fucking top shelf. Fuck. I think I need to liven up the mood real quick. I'm gonna have a drink and kill some fucking baddies. What the fuck? On a lighter note, I've been getting the Starbound lately. Pretty fun game. Look for it over Terraria. Man, Starbound. That game disappointed me so hard, I'm gonna be honest. It was like one of the few times that I've ever just like played a game and was like, I just don't like this. Mostly because like it was really rough at the start. Because I was like, as a Terraria head, I liked the ideas and the initial like presentation, and they reworked into something completely different. And then when I was like, you know what, I'll wait for it to release. I played it like maybe a couple years back. I'm like, how long has this game been in development and this is like all they have to show for it? My thing was, it just felt like there was just no exploration to be had. Like, you go to a planet and there's like one thing there, okay? And it's like all on the surface, because every time I went underground, there was nothing underground. Like, I would be in a weird meat biome all of a sudden, but there was no enemies, there was nothing to do there. There was some chests. There was some chests that like gave me meat furniture, blueprints, and that was it. Like, really? You know what? Now that I kind of caked up a little bit and got some vitality resistance, yeah, let's go back to that place. Fort Icon, Bastion of Chaos. Yeah, it just felt so disappointing to me in that respect.
I do the best I can with what I've
Like, I think just ultimately playing it wasn't too fun. Like, I still see what they're going for. It just did not hit for me. Yeah, I just see why some people may not like it. But that's fair. At the end of the day, if you enjoy it, hell yeah, dude. I just could never get into it. And as a result, listening to the soundtrack just pisses me off because I'm like, this soundtrack is so fucking good. And like, that was the game we got in the end. I was like, really?
bring me back any blueprints you find.
I will say I do like a lot of the lore. I like the setup for some of the races. That was some cool shit. It's some really cool shit. You definitely wouldn't describe it as an exploration game. It has some neat biomes to explore, but it's not its core premise. He's like doing the raiding quest. I mean, yeah, those weren't bad, honestly, the raiding quests. But for me, I'm like, if you're gonna have a space game, you gotta like have some element of exploration, surely. Like if you're gonna have like a whole universe of planets you can go to at random with all of like different possibilities and shit. It's been a while since I've played it, so I don't know. Maybe it's like a different rework that we're on now for that. But yeah, it just kind of felt like I think because of that, it felt like there was nothing to the game beyond that story.
That skill's not ready.
Which, you know, was not very good from what I played. I mean, the story missions were fine. And building settlements. Could you do that? Maybe I never played it to really get a hold of that. So who knows? I basically got up to the point... I think I stopped shortly after you do, like, the story quest for the Florins to get them on your side. Maybe there's, like, a third main mission or whatever, but... Yeah, Man... I was like so disappointed in how the game was going. Wait, is that a legendary crafting blueprint? Dog? Dominion. Impress your dominion over your foes in a target area, shattering their mind and forcing them to fight for you. For 1 second? Oh, wait, control their mind for 60 seconds. Huh. That's sick. Yeah, you can get tenant deeds or just do quests for these settlements to help them grow. Huh, didn't know that. Alright, what was the other blueprint? I think I used it already. No, I didn't. The Dirge of Arcovia. Summon skeletal servant. Maybe if I actually, you know, use minions. What is this? Beast Slayer's mask. Actually, if it's hot take, you found Starbound's boss fights more enjoyable than the ones in Terraria. Not really. I mean, some people would probably argue with you on Terraria's bosses, depending on how far you got in there. I'm gonna be honest, Terraria doesn't have great boss fights. They're fine. I like them, but they're not like great, not amazing. Mostly because, for me personally, I don't like how bullet hell they are for a game that, you know, you're just moving left and right. Like, yeah, you can use wings and rocket boots and double jumps, but like you're always fighting gravity no matter what you do in that game. Like, you're always fighting downward momentum, and that just doesn't feel good to me. And, like, every boss fight, you pretty much are, like, leveraging that, more or less. Unless you're building an arena that's, like, platform after platform after platform. So you just, like, jump up and down and up and down, and, I mean, that's fine. It works. It's just, like, weird. Some Lizzkies use shields for those encounters. Wait, does it? I don't remember that at all. Yeah, that's like another thing as well. More max resistances. They're faster and they slow me down. Okay, that's not really much of anything. Wait, where does this go? Oh, that's just the exit. Oh, oh, you mean like physical shields? I thought you meant like energy shields. Yeah, they do have shields. I mean, Terraria does have shields now, but they're like a lot more uncommon, and they only block anything that they only block anything that like does contact damage or projectiles that can like be damaged. Like lasers and shit that a lot of boss attacks have don't really do anything. It wouldn't do anything against, rather. Yeah, I mean, I do remember some of the boss fights in that game, and they're pretty fun. Yeah, they were fine. Well, I didn't play enough to really like say if they're better than Terraria's, but also Terraria, I don't play it for boss fights. It's why I'm not as big of a fan of hard mode. Hard mode, it just becomes boss fight after boss fight after boss fight. Like, even in Skyblock, I'm still doing my Zen Skyblock every now and then with my partner when, like, I have the energy to be available for them to come by. So it's, like, going really slow. And then, like, right after we killed the hard mode bosses, we went from, like, basically making no progress because we were grinding and, like coming up with bullshit to, like, get around certain different farms and stuff like that, to... Well, I just kind of fucked off and...
I can't open.
Oh, fine.
Can't do that yet.
Pop. What's this? Turn step. Counter-strike. Retaliation damage. It's got less armor, though. Yeah. I don't want the armor. You can even choose which side you want the shield to be on. Wait, what? Like, even in front of you or behind you? Because I can't imagine left or right hand would make sense in fucking Starbound. Right? That seems weird. Like, which hand? How does it change anything? Wait, +1 demolitionist skills? Wait, that's kind of cracked. Hold on. What do you mean, level 65? I'm gonna fucking morb. You know, I probably should also consider using a weapon as an actual weapon. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Like, if I'm gonna be using my left clicks. It does actually, when you consider it changes which buttons you use to activate it. I guess that's fair. Yeah, I guess that is fair. I was thinking more of like a practical gameplay sense and not like basically a keybind sense. That is fair. But yeah, when I was doing that Skyblock thing, so after we killed Skeletron, because we're doing Zenith, so we have to kill the Medusa. After we killed Medusa, you know, we took a little bit of time to kill Plantera, but Plantera is fucking piss easy for us, even in Master Mode. Like, we killed them pretty goddamn quick, with like no preparation really. Then we almost immediately went to kill the Golem, and even in like For the Worthy, where it completely blinds you, like whenever you summon Golem, it basically like cuts down how much light sources light anything up by like 90%. So you basically couldn't even see the body half the time. You could like barely see where the projectiles were. Even then, we fucking one-tried them. So that was fucking nothing. And we're pretty much getting ready to basically beat the game in like one go. So after like a bajillion hours of fucking around, and like trying to grind and like come up with solutions for shit. The moment you kill the mech boss, is just boss fight after boss fight after boss fight after boss fight. Even in fucking Skyblock. Like the only grinding we could do is if we wanted to get more gear to take the bosses on with.
I can't do that.
Take the bosses on with. But that's like not even exploring, you know. It's just kind of killing more shit with the pumpkin moon and the frost moon, or like farming the dungeon, which I'm not as upset about. But at least with the pumpkin moon and the other one, it's, you know, going right back to fighting bosses. Because like after like a couple minutes into the various moon mini events, you're just fighting bosses. Like you're just spawning a boss every fucking wave. Let's see. It does let you roleplay being left-handed. Not many games let you do that. You know what? Fair enough. I really can't argue with that. Yo, shout out to Dark Souls Everything Past 1 for not giving you like a crippled moveset if you put a weapon in your left hand. I'm sure there was a reason for it, like the way the they could just like flip the animations or some shit. But it was absolutely weird how like you could use a weapon in Dark Souls 1 in your left hand, but it would only use like one attack over and over and over again. Like you couldn't do a full combo. I don't know what the purpose of that was. Maybe it was like an idea they were just playing around with, but it was like, this doesn't fucking matter really. Like in the grand scheme of things, like for the effort we gotta put into it, because that game was already on like a bit of a crunch schedule. Or what have you. I believe it was also in the later games, if you had a shield in your right hand, you could block if you did the light attack button. Because in Dark Souls 1, if you had a shield in your right hand, you could not block. So it was really funny if you had a shield in your main hand and like a sword in your offhand. Your shield was a weapon. Oh wait, no, sorry. If I recall correctly, actually, I think if you had a weapon, I think what really was the thing is if you had a weapon in your offhand, I could be wrong on this. It's been a little bit. If the light attack blocked with the weapon, but then the heavy attack did the light attack. I think that's how it was. I don't know why they decided to make that an integral feature. If you put something in your left hand, I would love it if there was just some absolute fucking jank. If there was some absolute fucking jank to go along with it, that they just kind of did it that way. Because, like, you look at the stats on any weapon, you're blocking no more than, like, 15-20% damage. Like, there is absolutely no reason you would ever block a hit. You take 20% less damage, but all your stamina is gone. And if it's like a multi-hit attack, you just get hit by the second attack, because usually those knock you over and protect you from damage from the other hits. But if you block, you like never get knocked on your ass ever. I'm pretty sure. So you're like foregoing iframes. It's really silly why they thought that was the thing. Like, I can get it if it's like two-handing it. Okay, you're two-handing it. You're two-handing the weapon. So you might as well like put the block feature on there. But when you're one-handing in the offhand, nah, dude, don't do that. Not really great. They also had a lot of fucking Texas had a lot of weird shit. That game is jank. I still love it, but it's jank. I cannot argue with that. Actually, what's that here? Oh boy, poison resistance on myself. That'll come in handy here. Chaos damage, aether damage. Oh really? Aether damage? Fuck you. God damn it! I was hoping I could like not have to worry about that. Ah, well. You know, speaking of which, I had a thought today that honestly, I kinda would want I don't think this could never happen now because people would like lose their minds. But in Warframe, I would kind of dig it if stances like didn't exist, but instead they were like tied to individual weapons. Because I was thinking there was a lot of talk about how the War Prime isn't special. I got spoiled, by the way. Whoops. Oops. About how that weapon isn't special in any way. And on one hand, oh no, it wasn't War Prime. It was actually more the new heavy scythes. But I guess both of them apply. Like they aren't special at all. And like I see what they mean, but at the same time, the passives on most melee weapons is kind of dog shit. And all you're really ever doing is slapping your weapon around, and like nothing of the feel ever changes from weapon to weapon. I was thinking, what if stances were just like innate to the weapon? Because I think to an extent they are, but unless you have a stance mod, you only get the basic combo. So like some daggers will have like a base, the base neutral combo or forward combo of like Gnashing Payara. Yeah, Pride and Wrath. Of like Gnashing Payara or Twin Fangs or whatever. Spinning Needle, like I think it's a regular dagger one actually. But yeah, because I was thinking that, and I think that maybe if they could do that. I'm sure that wouldn't go well because it's like a billion fucking melee weapons. And if they ever added a new stance, how are they going to handle it with old weapons? Especially if like and also with the combo multipliers. Because I was thinking, because like if you give players the option to use all the stances, I'm sure a lot of them will pick the one they like the most. But considering how like wishy-washy all of the stances in Warframe are, where like you just get enough attack speed, you don't fucking care about them, or you like spam the most popular combo for the most damage, people are just gonna like use like one stance for the most part. I just feel like that'd be some way to like it's objectively worse because it gives you less options, but also I feel like that restriction would also allow weapons to stand out a bit more. Because you'd be like, okay, yeah, you have two weapons that have like very similar stats, but one has like a completely different moveset. You know? Yeah, they should have one. Yeah, I don't know why. Like like maybe there was some reason for it, like technical, I guess. Because when you think about it, they don't have a single weapon that really changes stances at all. Like the only one that potentially could have been done was like 10 years ago, the fucking Dark Split Sword. They've never tried the idea since. I think I went backwards. There's only so many ways you could swing a sword. I mean, that is true, and especially in Warframe where it really doesn't fucking matter. But I think it would help some things stand out a bit more. Because like obviously there's only, I don't know. It's just because like guns have a lot. They have so much more that makes them stand out. You know, feel, recoil, sound, their firing mode, like their reload speeds, their magazine capacities. Like they have a ton of stuff you can tweak. Melee is just like, honest to God, if you put a melee skin over like any melee weapon, they would all feel the exact goddamn same if you turned off damage numbers. And also, unless they had like a very prominent mechanic. Like there's almost no melee weapons with like alternate. Well, maybe I'm not giving them enough credit. Usually, any alternate like heavy attack triggered stuff or other shit just isn't good enough to warrant using over other playstyles, which is annoying. I really fucking want. You mentioned that before. Just let use any melee skin on any melee weapon. There's no difference, anyways. Yeah, I mean with melee, I'm not really against that. Because melees are fucking dumb.
That skill's not ready.
It was another one of those times where I realized, yep, I mean, everyone has their own likes and dislikes. I personally couldn't imagine people like enjoying melee and Warframe long term But there's a lot of people that, but I have seen a fair few people just say like, yep, melee is like my favorite thing to do in this game. I'm like, fair enough, dog. Like, who's gonna notice sparring weapons at the range of a hammer? I mean, they already can do that. I mean, if you fucking put Prime to reach, you can give any weapon like at least 4-meter range. Or like 4 or 5 meter range. It's really silly. And then if you have like the Incarnants that further increase range, like the Obex Incarnate has like 1.2 meters, I think. You can make your fists be like 6 meters long, 7 meters long. Oh. I'm watching too much US Lab, I'm sorry. His fucking like a random, like anytime 6 and 7 get said together, he just sounds like he's having the foulest shit of his life. It's so fucking funny. I don't know why. Oh, that's a lot of projectiles. I'm like, one of these doesn't do a whole lot, but then like 4 of them started hitting me at once. Speaking of which, I learned something really funny. The third combo of the sparring weapons has a knockdown, which also I want to point out, I think it's Brutal Tide. Like the third hit is a knockdown. That completely invalidates one of the Incarnate mode for the Obex, where your neutral combo has a 20% chance to open someone up to a finisher, when that is quite literally what the neutral combo of one of the sparring weapon stances does. Except it's guaranteed on the second or third hit or some shit. It's fucking funny. Wait, +2 to Granado? That's scary. I'm fucking scared. Bleed resist, elemental resist, fire resist. I mean, I get nothing else out of this. But let's do the Granado. It's like Ulzuin's Chosen. Hey, what's Ulzuin's Chosen? Do I not have that? Was I thought it was this, right? Am I actually dumb as shit? The fuck is Ulzuin's Chosen? Oh my god. That was actually doing nothing for me this whole time. Granted, I never really thought about switching this out in the first place, so it's not that big of a deal, but damn. I'm dumb as hell. How much extra Granado damage do I get? Not a whole lot, to be honest, actually. Speaking of hilarious stuff, you saw an ad today. It almost made me lose your shit. Look up here, Nen Euro. Fuck it. Let's do this. Here, Nen Euro. Or I guess higher. I don't know. I don't speak European. Here, Nen Euro. Oh my fucking god, I know what this is. I know what this is. I know what this is. I've seen this. I'm gonna watch it again because I'm pretty sure it's really fucking funny. I know what this is. Yes! Yes! Ah shit, it played this old shit. Ah, it's so good. Hold on, let's pop that shit up again. I'm gonna watch a fucking a couple times over. the tiny fucking eyebrows. Why is this so fucking funny? I don't know why this is so goddamn funny. It just is, dude. Ah, my fucking abdomen. Oh god. Obsidian trove. Black steel gauntlets. Retaliation, some health, defense, counter-strike, vindictive flame. Wait, that's kind of gas. Level 67! I hate this. Come on, Grim Dawn. Will you stop giving me shit that I can use? That's like 70 levels higher than me. It's such a dick move. I don't know how I ended up seeing that ad. It might have been like a random recommendation, and I'm like, 6 seconds? Sure, let's see what I got. And then I just fucking lost my shit at that. Gideon Bulwark of the Sea. Dog shit. I bet one of these would be better than my current shield. But they have to have like a lot of retaliation on it to be better. Because it could be a +1 to the demolition stuff too. And a bunch of other good stats I can use. Oops, soul shard. I will take that. What is that ad even for? Like, I'm sure if I look at the other ones, I'd know. Alright. I gotta remember this guy does shadow clone jutsu bullshit. Oh, I popped my healing potion a little bit too early. Okay, where is he? He's over here. Pretty sure, right? Did he move again? No idea. A public transport company in Belgium. Oh. I think if I look at his health bar, that tells me what tells me what I need to know. Like if I hover over him specifically. Okay, he's not doing his shadow clone jutsu bullshit, so that's good. There you go. And this should be him. No. Okay, so they spawn in with full HP, but the one that is actually him, like they have full HP above their heads, but when you hover over them, they don't have the full HP. But the real one, his HP's always dropped. Yeah, this is like way easier. Especially because like he summons all the guys so close to me, I just kind of blow them up instantly. Oh man, it's because like way faster now that I'm actually interacting with the mechanics and not just kind of swinging wildly. Oh yeah, also that new Dark Tide update dropped. I gotta play it one of these days. Like outside of playing a little bit of Warframe to grind up the new missions early, I really haven't been playing many video games, even Dark Tide. I've been like so damn tired. I like deadass loaded up Dark Tide. Remember that I have to get a whole new character after level 30, and then just said, I'm good. I really don't want to do this because the Skitarii came out recently, and I don't know if it's good or not, or if people like it or whatever, but I want it because it's Dark Tide and they're usually good no matter what. Like I think the only real miss, in my opinion, was the Grail Knight or Vermintide. That was like that was like their first DLC career. Ever since then, they've been fucking hitting that shit so hard. Hellfire Mine, Blackwater Cocktail. Leave that there. Any chests that I missed? No. Yes, give me your hidden spoils. Or not. Man walks up to me, fucking slaps my fucking piano, and dies. Oh, the timing on that was so good. I like your cut, G. Burn. Oh, God, that's actually a fucking fantastic bit. I wasn't I'm pissed. I mean, I could download the VOD off YouTube. Oh, man. You know what? I really gotta keep a replay buffer going instead of recording everything in case things like that happen. Cause I'm probably gonna use that from my Grim Dawn video when I make it.
Not ready.
It's not an if, but a when. It'll be a really long when, but it's gonna be a when. I gotta like redo my daily schedule. I haven't done my video editing for a little bit because I've been doing my shopping and meal prep in the start of the day instead of towards the end, so I can like get to sleep on time better. So I haven't really been doing my video editing periods last couple days, week tops. But I'll get there eventually. All in due time. Like something substantial dropped and I just kind of overlooked it. No? I don't think so. That's the way. Oh, was it this? Health, damage to beasts. No, I saw that earlier. Ah, whatever. Yeah, I think it's safe to say I am not gonna be able to beat the DLC before Grim Dawn, the third one comes out. Like I think Grim Dawn might be my most played game so far. Like as far as stream goes. Like outside of Divinity. That's like a whole ass CRPG too. Oh, that was a boss. That was like a regular ass dude who got stuck on a wall. Get fucked. Yeah, this is where I died last time. Or around here. It was like right there or some shit. I'd have to see how many Divinity streams I had. It was definitely a lot. Because like one combat encounter was like half a stream or almost an entire stream sometimes. They were long. They were fucking long, dude. And now it's like solo, because like when you have someone else who has to like make their own decisions, God, they took so long. It was like actually like a regular fucking D&D encounter pretty much. Like one whole session would just be this one combat encounter. Alright. What do I want to add? More of this? And more of that. Oh yeah. I probably shouldn't get cocky. Yeah, I saw my HP just kind of fall. There we go. Alright, this motherfucker. I should have a lot more. Like, it's not great, but still a lot better vitality resistance than I had previously.
I can't do that.
Well, I think, did both Menhir's Will and Blast Shield proc? No. What's that? Oh yeah, Fade from Reality. That was from my unique. I forgot that I had that, or my legendary. I can't die. Why can't I jump? Oh, did he like snare me? Like I was hitting my 5 button to do stop, I just like couldn't. Okay, that was Menhir's Will. Maybe I don't want to risk it. My Menhir's Will and Blast Shield was off cooldown. I popped my Overguard hoping that that'd be enough, but then I saw my HP still kind of dropping, and I said, how about no? Man, look at that fucking fastball I got on these grenades. Wait, can I actually do this? No, you fucker. I mean, I could. This is working.
Can't do that yet.
I think you can. You're just being lazy, bitch. What's this do? Bloodsworn Curse. I read reduces the offensive ability, so I'm just gonna assume that's all it was, and nothing else. 'Cause I'm getting my ass reamed. Regeneration and attack speed. Oh, that was regeneration and offensive ability. Oh, he is anti-regeneration boy. I guess it makes sense if you do vitality damage. You know, you reduce you reduce health regen.
That skill's not ready.
I fucking love Z DPS. There we go, he's dead. Pulsating obsidian. Oh yeah, that was the guy I had to kill. Oh, so the guy I had to kill was the guy who fucking deleted me. So even if I died later in because of my vitality resistance, I would have been done with the quest. That's crazy work. I actually died at the fucking last second. Is that like the second time that happened to me? I was fighting something I needed for a quest, and like he killed me. Yeah, there was that one. It was that one guy who just would not die, and because you kept leeching off me in the other area, the Steps of Torment. Oh, that was a dick move. I was like, surely it can't be him, right? Maybe it's like the final boss. No, it was him. But at least I managed to kill him though. That wasn't too bad. As long as I have Menhir's Will, I should be fine. That still hasn't procced yet. Just my blast shield went off a couple times. I'll even use like my potions to stop Menhir's Will from going off. I'm really playing this game off cooldowns and nothing else because I'm just that tanky. I can afford to stand here. That's kind of funny. Uh-oh, how about I just move around for a second? Because that's Ring of Flame, not Menhir's Will. Good to know. Okay, I can go back in.
That skill's not ready.
I mean, it wasn't ready. Love cooldown, fuck you. Was it because I was like mid-animation for the jump? That might have been it. Okay, blast shield. I got Menhir's Will. Oh, not Menhir's Will popped. Get back for a second. Pop on my shit. You know what? I have it active. Might as well take advantage of it. Alright, step back for a little bit. I mean, I have blast shield, so it's not a big deal, but you know, never be too safe. Like, I got the quest reward. I just, you know, I still want to get all the loot from the end of this place. What is this? Elixir of the Void. Already learned. He sells these things. I don't really need any of them because it's not. I mean, they're very common, so. Oh, he sells other stuff too. Field wise, what does he have? I guess these are just like the base versions of these. Yeah, so he sold more variations of these instead of just like 3. But I mean, I could just get a plenty of those by just killing these random mooks around here. That ain't shit. I think I'm going back around this way. Yeah, I do love how silly these fucking games get. You're just like one guy, and you just get so fucking badass that you're just like, I am literally just plowing my way through hell, more or less. Wait, no, wrong way. I'm going up. up and around. Yeah, because this is the boss arena. Like, the basic guys are not even, like, putting a scratch on me. Can I go this way?
Can't do that.
Like, it looks like there's a pathway there, but no. That'd be too easy. Oh, wait, I'm seeing charge. Got filtered. Get fucked shit loot, I guess. I mean, who knows, that might have been good, just can't use it. Like, I'm just a dude running around with the power of God and grenades on my side. One of the classes has an ability that, like, buffs him and gives him a bunch of health regen, but I'm pretty sure, like, the description for the ability just says it's just a bunch of breathing techniques. Uh-oh. I am locked in this room. Uh-oh. Okay, Menier's will didn't go off at least, so I have that. But that was scary. I was like, oh, my HP just fucking disappeared. It went kaput. There's only one guy now.
That skill's not ready.
There was no risk of dying. None whatsoever. Power to guardsmen's pauldrons. Wait, plus 2 to shield training? That might be gas? Hold on. That might actually be gas. With Guardian's Will requires a shield. Wait, yeah, that's even better because it's a quicker recovery. It's literally the same fucking thing. Except it requires level 65. I'm going to level 65 myself. What the fuck? Let me use new things. Fuck. Also, vitality resistance. Like this gives me everything that I need and want. Does it look cool? It even looks kind of cool. Although I kind of like the fabric there, even though I kind of overrode it. I do like the fabric. More armor needs to look like dresses.
That skill's not ready.
I'm just saying. Real men wear kilts. You been hankering for some XCOM 2? I thought I'd spice things up with a silly costumes mod. How silly we talking? Are we talking like Left 4 Dead 2 modding levels of silly? Where you can have like a Hatsune Miku, a Tyrannosaurus Rex, or like a Velociraptor, Ronald McDonald, and God, what's another one? Crystal the Fox from fucking Fairfax Temperatures. All the same squad. Why? While like you're getting pinned by like a buff Waluigi charger. Are we talking that level of silly? There's 500 Fortnite mods, and not one of them is a Raven team leader. I'd have to remind myself who the fuck a Raven team leader is in Fortnite. I think you might have mentioned it before. I looked it up and I just forgot. It was Fortnite. The fuck's Raven team leader? I didn't even have to show it. You knew I was exactly playing. The bear face. Okay, it's that one. Yeah. That thing. I'll put up a picture anyways. This is very popular within the random stumbling upon art community. Fitness. In case anyone else doesn't know. In case video game wise you've been living under a rock. Like I am with Deltarune. Apparently Deltarune Chapter 5 came out not too long ago. The fucking Xenomorph has a skin, but not the one design you actually like. That is weird because like that's like one of the only skins that I actually know of. I feel like if I know it, that means it must be like pretty popular, or some other incredibly niche bullshit. I don't know. I know some weird people, so I would not be surprised if like they're just incredibly fascinated with that for no particular reason. Delicious water. I've really been going hard on that no caffeine arc, dude. I've like had almost no caffeine in like days. I mean, you mostly. No, I think I have seen it before. Like I didn't know the name of it, but I'm almost certain I have seen it in like a lot of art that I like stumble upon. Then again, I might have seen a lot of other Fortnite skins. I just didn't process them as Fortnite skins, so that also could be a very real possibility.
That skill's not ready. That skill's not ready.
No, actually, wait. Wasn't there like I think that there might have been another skin that I thought was like a Night in the Woods character.
I can't do that.
Was that a Fortnite skin? There was. I accidentally muted myself mid conversation because I was trying to fucking reset my map. There was like one character that was like a Fortnite in the Woods. Fucking Christ, I actually said that. Like a Night in the Woods character because it was like a depressed cat with like a beanie. Like half its face was like brownish, the other half was like a grayish purple. Meowscarade. Is it? Isn't that the Pokemon? Like the evolution of Weed Cat.
That skill's not ready.
I don't know what that Pokemon. Sprigatio. Sprigatoni. Sprigani. Yeah.
That skill's not ready.
Sprigatini. I don't know. I just started thinking about pasta, so I just had to commit to the bit. Right, it's Meow Skulls. Okay. Let me look. Glyph of the Wayward Souls. It sounds cool though. What do these do? Bleed resistance, attack speed. That's a lot of block. Oh, it's also level 65. That makes sense. But I mean, I don't get any retaliation, so, you know. Wait, this is specifically a shield for one-handed ranged weapons? Awfully specific. Meow Skulls. That is exactly what it is. God, I always get creeped. I get creeped the fuck out when they keep giving things human proportions. When it's straight up just fucking like a cartoon head that's like way too goddamn big. It's like the only time I get the uncanny valley when I see like anthropomorphized animal stuff. Like that head is way too goddamn fucking big for that body. There was another one I saw that was like, it wasn't like Fortnite related, but when I was like checking for messages and like requests for art and stuff like that, the front page showed me like he has like a build an anthropomorphic animal thing in Blender, and it was it honestly kind of gives me the vibes of Night in the Woods. Like I don't know anything about Night in the Woods, but when I see it, that's kind of what I think. I could just be wrong.
Can't do that.
Looks normal to you. Maybe you are. I don't know. But like it was like a post about like a build your own anthropomorphic animal thing in Blender, where from the pictures it looked like it was just like, okay, here's like a woman's body base type, and you can like change out the heads and add like wings or tails and stuff like that and change colors. Like, okay, cool. But like the pictures were like, it was like very detailed human bodies and like realistically styled heads. Like for like the animals that were like real animals, they were just like animal heads, but they were so large. Not quite as big as that one, but they were so large that it kind of put me off. It looked super fucked up. Like, by all accounts, the model was good, but it just looked super fucked up to me, the proportions. I was kind of creeped out, and I was like, I'm gonna step away for a second. Can I hit him with this grenade? Shit! Oh man, I'm glad I don't have to kill everyone here. Or else this would fucking suck. Grenade. Whoa, that hit him, yeah! Although look, my grenade actually fell through the ground as well. I don't know what the fuck's up with that. Oh god, is there actually like a hole in the ground? And when I ragdolled him, he slipped through the crack of the collision? Oh my god, if that's actually the case, that'd be fucking funny. Nothing here. Wait. Oh hell yeah, hidden trove. Mark of Forgotten Spirits. Eh.
I can't do that yet.
Like if maybe it's good if I had that ability. But it doesn't seem like plus levels to things gives like a ton. Like if you have like just 1 or 2 levels, it's not a big deal. Not the same way it is in Path of Exile. In Path of Exile, if you get plus levels to gems, that shit's like giga DPS boost. Fine, have a tonic of energy. What's it called? Tonic of spirit? Yeah, elixir of spirit. Tonic of mending, that's what it was. Man, I can't wait for the end of next month when like for 3 weeks I can work full time. And I literally don't have to like take care of patients. I could just be a fucking tech support. Man, that'll be great. I'm looking forward to working so bad because I don't have to be a nurse. I say that as I really need to get off my ass and look for a fucking college to get my NP at. Like, goddamn. I keep saying I'll do it. I haven't yet. Granted, justifiably, like, last fucking 4 months I've been dealing with massive fatigue. I've barely been working myself, but still. I gotta stop being a lazy piece of shit. I'm just hoping, because most of the NP, like nurse practitioner courses are, like, online these days. But I think you do have to do, like, in-person stuff at clinicals. I'm really hoping I don't have to... I'm really hoping I don't have to, like, sign up for a college across the country. Not country, a state. There is like there are some decent colleges like close by. I'm really hoping that I can go to them because it's like literally across the street from my work almost. Like it is like a stone throw. It's so close. It'd be really fucking nice if I don't have to like do giga drives. And I could potentially even do clinicals at my hospital if it's that close. Because I think my hospital and that college work together. What they do for like, it's why they have like a bunch of students. And apparently like they should give like discounts on tuition too. I have a coworker who's doing nursing school in that hospital or in that college, and she's like gets like 50% off her tuition. Which granted, even with the 50% off, she's still paying like $4,000. paying like 2,500 or some shit. So like without that, she'd be paying fucking $5,000 a semester, which is crazy. Like what her one semester is like most of my entire student debt that I took on. Like if she didn't get the discount, which kind of fucking is crazy to me. Many years will? Yeah, that popped. I got demolished for a second. I'm just gonna like keep running and then just. Oh yeah, right. He does the buffing sounds for all his attacks. Okay, step back a little bit. I got Menier's will, but I'm just gonna run around like a bitch and keep throwing grenades at him. And run at him. Ooh, that hurt. Oh yeah, you can see how much less damage I take when my blade barricade is open. Oh, does he have one of those fucking abilities that... Does he have one of those abilities that like just like auto targets you? That is kind of lame. He's almost dead. He's like halfway. I don't think there's a phase 2 here. I don't recall. You know, I think outside of act bosses, they don't really do phase 2s. I like that. Like, I'm not against phase 2s, but I feel like it's just become like a situation where it's just kind of like the norm.
I can't do that.
And especially like some games where they have like a phase 1 that's super goddamn easy, so the real boss fights on phase 2, like just like it's like almost like phase 1 is just there to like take some of your resources away for the harder phase 2, or I guess quote unquote the real fight. I think by the time it procs again, I should be... Yeah. Blast Shield will go off. Hey, Blast Shield's kind of crazy. Like, Blast Shield really has not been... Oh my god. Blast Shield has been stopping Menier's Will from popping for a while. Like, I can get away with that without using Menier's Will for so damn long. Block, pop my heal. Okay, get out of there because my buff's off. Wait for Blast Shield to come back. Have a grenade, you bastard. I mean, honestly, the be one case where having Thermite Mine would actually be good, because I just put mines all over the place. Like we're fucking playing Snake and this is a Smash Bros. Then with that fucking 4D chess play, with dropping mines everywhere. I wish I liked fighting games. It's I'm like terrible at fucking reading people and like making correct moves and shit. Especially when you have like a really complex, game as a whole. Like understanding like, okay, what attacks are plus or minus on block and shit like that. That's not always fucked with me. I think arguably worse than Smash Brothers because I think your shield isn't just like a block, but you just have a block. Your shield is also like a resource on its own, so you can't even block that often in that game. Let's go all the fuck in. Kick his ass. There we go. How much damage does that do? Not too much. Did he not drop anything? No, I guess he didn't. Anything here? Nope, it's in the next rower. Nice, nice. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish reading the rest of my lore, and then I might just call it for the I almost said the shift. It. No, call it for the day. I'm tired, dog. Chaos, Aether Resistance. Level 65! Whatever, whatever, dog. Whatever, man. Be that way. I don't want it anyways. Okay, anyways, XCOM 2, getting your mods up to date again is going to be fun, especially the most important ones, like the recruitable aliens mod. Assuming they've been updated, right? Or you mean like reinstalling them in the first place? I don't know why I went back to town. When I'm actually, if anything, meant to go to Fort Icon. Alright. Where's that obsidian shard? Neat. It looks just like an aether crystal, but recolored to be red and black. It's an edgy aether crystal. Which kind of just sums up the Chthonians, honestly. You brought me the obsidian, I can sense it. Yes, here it is. Thank you. With this fine sample, what I get? Rampage. Duration gives you bleed, total speed. Alright, alright. Reinstall them. Ah, okay. Ah, what a fine sample. It absolutely reeks of the corrupting powers of the void. I will have to handle this one carefully. But while you're gone, other matters come up that's of some import. And what's that? I've uncovered the location of one of our enemies, Archivist Thelon. He's a powerful ethereal that was instrumental for the attack on Urulon. He is personally checking on activities in Port Volbury, a recluse city that prided itself on its commerce and booming trade with the capital. This is also a prime target for the Ethereal's initial incursion into human society. Before the Grimdawn ever struck, Volbury was already doomed. So long as Thelon lives, humanity will never be free of the Ethereal's influence. This is an opportunity that cannot be squandered. Travel to the conflagration northeast of Homestead and seek out the Ethereal Rift. It will take you to Volbury. Track down Thelon. How do you know all this? Have I given you some reason to doubt me before? I have great insight into the Ethereals, but the opportunity will be squandered if we do not act now. Thelon will move. Then he'll become lost to me. I know what I asked of you is dangerous, but I have confidence in your abilities. I think I've killed him in the past. Alright, well at least I don't have to... Oh, wait, no, I think that there's a roguelite dungeon, or a one-shot dungeon in Volbury, right. How's that? That was cool. Ethereal and Chaos. Neat. What? I already know that. Oh, okay. Scribe Ostrin's note. I cannot find a single reference in this to the stoneworks in any of my books. The inscription doesn't match anything in our records, in any records. This language probably hasn't been spoken in over 1,000 years. What long forgotten god was once worshipped here, and why do we know nothing about it? The hideous carvings depict a gruesome scene. Was it a wicked god? It can't be. Ooh, it can't be Empyrean. The three were never depicted in such a way. And besides, the witch gods were not known to embrace such open displays of devotion. They referred to the secret places, hidden from sight and the light of day, where their followers could practice without the fear of the Luminari discovering their covens. I was under the impression that the Imperium had stamped out all the heretics in their last bloody crusade across Urulon over a century ago. The Inquisitors were quite thorough. given the catastrophic death tolls recorded. Surely nobody had survived to invoke whatever power was trapped within those stones. And yet the monolith is warm to the touch, and the torches are lit as if someone visited it regularly. The carving hums with a strange power that sends a chill down my spine. I've said it's best that this place is left alone, lest I stir whatever lies dormant within the ancient depths. Most fucking sane person. On a less goody note, apparently there's talk about... I heard about that. Like, there was a leak, and that they were doing a crossover between Warframe and Fortnite. I'm not happy about it, but honestly, like, listen, get their bag. DE gotta do whatever they can to make the money roll in. And, like, if putting the Lotus in Fortnite can get some, like, people and some longevity, I think that's fine. Because, like, Warframe has never done a collaboration in-game itself. Like, everything has been out of game, save for, like, the various charities. And, like, collaborating with artists. So, like, I'm not worried about Warframe suddenly having Fortnite dances and there being, like, a Wisp skin for fucking whatever other random Fortnite skin, like the fucking Meow Skulls for Wisp. So, like, at that point, I don't fucking care. It's just advertising. Oldberg's Journal, 1, 2. I already know it, so I'll drop it. Oldberg's Journal, page 1. Something powerful is coming from beyond. I have sensed it approaching for some time, but like a dream or some distant memory, the details were lost to me until now. I can feel it clawing its way through the veil, somewhere in the northeast of Burwich. No doubt drawn here by the maelstrom of otherworldly corruptions. I dare say its nature eludes even me, but it is neither flesh nor spirit. I must discover what it is we are facing, and should the need arise, seal it away again behind the barrier between worlds. Order need not concern itself with the matters quite yet. I must do this alone. Oh, I wonder if that's how he disappeared. It feels rather disingenuous to have DE take a strong anti-AI stance, then turn around and collab with one of the biggest AI companies out there. Yeah. I mean, I don't disagree with that. Absolutely. I don't disagree with that at all. I can only hope it's, like, not a choice that's in their control, because after all, the game, like, DE is owned by Tencent, and maybe they were, like, pushed to do that kind of advertising. Beats me. I don't want to give them too much credit, but, like, I guess it is also one thing to, like, be against AI in your own game, but, like, listen, it's Fortnite. You have a shitload of people playing that game. It's kind of a good, like, if you, like, advertising in a game like Fortnite's kind of a pretty hard to pass up deal. I'll be more concerned if they're, like, regularly donating to companies that support like AI models, or if they start doing it in their game themselves. Criminal Records Part 3. Everett the Bloodhound, a heathen and blood drinker, known associate of chthonic rituals and supplier of for the heretics. When confronted by the law, Everett unleashed a fury of arcane atrocities upon the enforcers and escaped. Extremely dangerous individual. Personnel not trained to deal with the heathen arts are advised to steer clear. News sightings or proof of death should be brought before the Warden Krieg of Burwich. A reward, oh no, a reward of 1,200 royal crowns is offered for the successful capture and delivery of him alive. Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised if it honestly was DE doing it on their own, because they've been experimenting with, like, ways of advertising the game lately. Like, they've been mixing things up. Like, Rebecca basically playing the update, like, on her dev short a day early to show people what's in it, and then playing it, like, leading up until the update arrives. That's definitely an interesting way of doing it. I think they have kind of done that before, but, like, actively treating it like, hey, here's a video demo of what's going on and what you could be excited for tomorrow. And some of the other collab stuff they've done. Like when it comes to their, I'll be honest, when it comes to their collaborations with other things, probably shouldn't expect quality. They definitely don't seem as concerned about like out of Warframe stuff, because the Jade, like, if you saw the Jade City hot sauce, one, if they gave a shit, there would be a Jade flavored Jade City hot sauce. I'm just saying. There's a habanero flavor and they gave it to fucking Volt. But also, looking at it, Jade City hot sauce is like literally just, they literally just take key art, slap it on a generic bottle of hot sauce, and fucking call it. Like, it is just raw advertising and nothing more. I would not be surprised if it's the same exact flavors as like a lot of the other hot sauces they've done. Because like all Jade City hot sauce does is like collabs pretty much. And there's no way that they're thinking of hundreds of different flavors. With the help of the Taken, we've dealt a serious blow. Oh, I see. So I'm just to the Taken. The Upper Beg has always been a gem. She hasn't solved Warframe's biggest problem, the continent islands, but she does a lot of good. I don't, honestly, I don't entirely get what content islands are specifically. Because, like, how would you realistically fix content islands other than like just continuously expanding on other things people previously called content islands? Because like at some point they just have to make it so that there is like a dedicated place for new content, because if they just kind of like dilute it, interact with one another, but how, I guess the end of it is like, what would be the goal of that? Because, like, let's look at a whole Vania, I guess. That's like a content island. What would you reasonably add to, like, make that less of a content island? Like, interact with other things. Like, I'm sure there's things you could think of, like, you know, having the proto-gens. The fucking proto-gens. The proto-frames, fuck! Like... Maybe you can like have things you can deploy in other areas, or I guess maybe having the 1999 buffs apply to different areas, I guess. But kind of like, I don't know. The proto-gens, yeah. Shut up. I don't know. Like, I guess for me, the way I see content islands, I think of like a Railjack and Arcwing, where you have like it's literally its own progression. Like if you go to Railjack or Arcwing, you are starting from zero pretty much and building your way back up. Arcwing especially. Whoever thought about Arcwings not using Warframe mods and weapon mods that we already had, I think that was a huge reason they died. Like, and also the fact that the mods were fucking dog shit. Like 15 mod capacity for 10% ability strength or whatever. Fuck off, dude. Like, who thought of that? But like, I feel like with other things, I don't know. I guess I'm just not chuffed with them having like dedicated content hub zones. Because I realistically don't know what they could like continuously add to like to new content. Volvania has an issue of not having enough meat. Did he keep coming up with something? Like the Hex accompany you on the bounties. That still don't have health bars. Yeah, they don't really do much other than cast abilities every now and then. They definitely don't do damage. I mean, if whole Vania doesn't even have much meat on the bones, what about the other stuff? Because, like, honestly, I feel like whole Vania has, like, the most meat out of, like, any little hub area they've done. Like, maybe, like for, like, lore-wise, the Zeramin? But I don't know. Like, whole Vania was kind of beefy, though, all things considered. Like, I think like, I don't know. I guess I just don't see Call could tie stuff together all alone. I mean, I do agree with you. I would like more Call. You know what? Call's another one. Call might be like the last content island we got. The fucking Call Tent Island. Because, like, he is literally just his own fucking thing. If you don't play Call, you're not getting anywhere with his stuff. Like, I guess maybe if they do what they do with Whispers in the Walls, where, like, every new quest might have, like, a new mechanic you can use anywhere else, like how Tennokai was a thing. And, like, Operator and the Transference, maybe? I don't know. I don't feel like the way they handled it is like that. Like, I think they've done it better recently than they have when they added, like, Rail. And, like, Duviri. I guess Duviri could be, like, a content. Actually, no, Duviri wouldn't, because you can farm Duviri and you can get stuff for Duviri and the regular game with the weapons. Because, like, if you unlock them in Duviri, you get the blueprints to craft them in the real world. And then you have the circuit, too. I don't know, because I think that would be very difficult to do, like, very regularly when they have to add new content. Like the Pontus Tower. Like, you know, they would have to add something that, like, mixes with the rest of the game for Pontus Tower. Then do that for, like, the Follies Hunt or Theremin. I don't know, man. I think it's not as... That's just for me. Like, I'm not sure it's as big of an issue as it used. Let's see. More lore. Oh yeah, I was reading this one. One idea for Railjack you had was to make the planets act like open worlds where you just vibe and listen to radio chatter to get bounties. Wait, that'd be kind of gas, though. Wait, that actually would be kind of gas. Fuck. And, like, they could do it because like, those Railjack maps are absolutely fucking massive, to be honest. Like, they're really big. But, like, in reality, they're literally just, like, mini loose tile sets of asteroids glued together. Like, when you fly super, super far out and you look at, like, the actual playable field, it's like a straight line of asteroids and, like, a ship. It looks so silly. But honestly, that'd be kind of gas. I mean, I'm sure there's, like, a technical limitation on how like, big they can make shit. But, like, yeah. I dig that, actually. With the help of the Taken, we've dealt a serious blow to the Cult of Cthon. I don't want to diminish the immensity of such a triumph, especially when the small force and limited resources is working. But what I fear has come at a great cost. While our attention is focused on denying the Logorians' entrance to the world, the Ethereals were certainly not idle. I mean, realistically, dog, what the fuck could you have done? Many in Devil's Crossing have paid the ultimate price, but such is the way of war, and it may sound callous to say, but we traded well, losing only a handful while preventing a monstrosity from escaping the void that could have heralded the end of the world as we know it is a win for humanity. Yeah, you know, I gotta take him where we get him. What disturbs me, also if you hear clicking, I have been playing with a tape measure. It is a hospital fucking tape measure that I have. It's like for like measuring like skin and circumference and shit, but I kind of stole it to measure my door when I moved here. I like measured furniture because it goes up to like, how far does it go? Like it goes like exactly long enough that I need. 72 inches. That's like what, 6 feet? 12, 24, 36, 48, 60. That is 6 feet. Many Devil's Crossing have paid the ultimate price, but such is the way of war. Oh, yeah, I just read that. What disturbs me though is the loss of Ulgrim to the Void. Bourbon apparently does not share my concern, and I think he sees it as a ill afforded sentiment on my part. Bourbon sees Olgrim as merely a man, but I'm certain there is more to him. I believe he's an ascendant, a man who has become a demigod. Olgrim expertly plays the part of a jovial and unassuming character, but his eyes say so much more. He makes offhanded references to historical events with details and familiarity of someone recalling a personal memory. For all his outward jocularity, what the fuck is that? Jocularity. Jocularity. Minus AI. Jocularity means the quality of being jocular. Fuck off. Okay, what does jocular mean? Said or done as a joke, characterized by jesting. Bro, I'm straight jocking it right now. That's what you can say if you're a comedian. I hate myself. Why was that so funny to me? Oh god. For all his outward jocularity, there's a gravity to him that is clear. He has witnessed much. I suspect more than one could experience in a single lifetime. Yet, for all that, and despite his obvious efforts to downplay it, Olgrim possesses remarkable strength and energy for the middle-aged man he appears to be. He often carries himself in a relaxed, casual manner, moving languidly. I actually know that word, but I'll double-check the definition. Languid. Minus AI. Lacking in vigor or vitality, yeah. Where was I? But at rare moments, I have seen him react and move with an impossible speed. I feel like he could do much more than he has in fighting the enemies of man, but I'm not sure why he's holding back. Perhaps we will never know. Maybe Bourbon is right. Perhaps Olgrim is lost to the void. Somehow, though, I feel we will see him again, and if we do, it would go a long way towards confirming my suspicions. Then again, strange times are these, where a nameless wretch, cut down from a noose, has risen up to become possibly the greatest hero of our time. If Taken continues on this path and survives the war, I wonder if perhaps they too are on the path of ascendancy. Or Mayor Bridgewater's journal. Also, I'll read this message. Let's see. So, said bounties could then be expanding into letting you choose who you do a bounty for, like a Grenier mission where you steal a ship. Who do you give it to? You can get some rep and dedicated rewards from that faction. Some could be given from a faction, and taking it gives rewards for completion at the end. Like Steel Meridian giving you a bounty to take out a certain captain. Or sabotage some Grenier cloning facilities to help some defectors in a not defection game mode. Maybe SU could give a bounty, rescuing some prisoners from a Corpus Capital ship. That's true. Or just go onto the ship and just like get some people out of being brain shelved. It's like they keep them somewhere. Like, well, like surely if the Tenno really wanted to, they could just like walk in and just fucking unbrain shelve people. I don't know why it's like not been a plot point. I think the only way we unbrain shelve people is when we're buying the debt bonds. We, like, buy them, and I think some of the people have been brain shelved. Like, they talk about it as like an ultimate fate, but they really don't. It doesn't feel like it's that prevalent or prominent with a lot of the Solaris U stuff. Oh, this thing we kind of just keep kicking Nef Anyo's ass. I'm not one to wish ill on anyone for their beliefs, but I can't say I like this new faith spreading around the town as of late. With all the frightening rumors coming from the north, fantastic religious fanatics stirring up the populace is the last thing we need. Because where would they go after being rescued by us? I mean, I guess it depends on what they did with the bodies. Because, like, realistically, what would happen if they get unbrain shelved? Where would they go at that point? Because like you'd assume they could probably. Well, no, because wasn't it after the quest? That place is kind of protected by the Tenno. Because Nathaniel kind of like fucks off after that. I don't know. I guess that is a good point. Like, where would they go? Yeah. Because they would just get brain shelved. I don't know. I don't think about that. I just feel like there could be something else we could do. Hire them as a railjack crew. you unbrain show them and say, well, you can't go back to your family. You can't go back to your body. How about you work off your debt with me fighting for your life on this spaceship? Wait, I think I'm an awful person. Shit. With all the frightening rumors coming from the north, the real is fast stirring up the populace. Heath Strigbo says the religion of Cthon is not new, but in fact very old. Well, it's been around for so long. Well, if it's been around for so long, how come I never heard of it? One of their preachers invited me to sit in and listen with their sermons, dispel any ill feelings I have towards the matter. They seemed innocuous enough, but the obsession with blood and rejoining with their god at the end of days made me feel uneasy. What the? Yeah, honestly. It's pretty fucking justified. Another person has gone missing. Last week it was Thom, but I admit, who I admit was a drunk and a nuisance to the town, but this week it was Mary Tess, the town seamstress. Zarya told me that she saw Mary leaving town with a group of refugees, just as Trevor did a few days ago prior. At least Trevor stopped by my place to say he was leaving, but Mary? She didn't say goodbye or take anything with her. It's all very strange. As I write this, I'm preparing to meet with the town leaders to work on a way to handle all the travelers passing through the Darkvale Gate. Hundreds come through every day now. Thankfully, most don't stop, but if this keeps up, we'll have a real problem on our hands. I don't know what is going on in the capital, but is everyone concerned? Or how about the old idea of betting with the contractors at the index brokers? Oh yeah, that could be a thing. On a seemingly unrelated note, Latrox so far has been your favorite new crew matey since he can summon a shield drone. Yeah, right? He has this little shield drone buddy. Have any other Alvia's notes? I must have read another one. Nope, I don't. I don't have part 1. Okay. Life among the Bloodsworn has required some changes to our little family. Mainly that we can only see the children after the day's rituals and chores are finished, which usually last late into the evening. Some days I don't see them at all until they're already asleep. My husband is having a difficult time with the prayers. He calls them blasphemous filth, but I remind him that we're doing this for our family's survival. Myself, I cannot help but question the gods who have given us nothing except poverty. But here, under the protection of Cthon, we are safe and fed. The Bloodsworn have given us everything they have promised and more. All they ask in favor is our devotion and a little bit of blood. I can't help myself when I chant a little louder each morning as I sing the praises of Cthon. The cuts from the ritual knife serve as a gentle reminder that we're still alive and not rotting in the wilderness. It feels good. By Cthon, it feels good. All begins and ends with Cthon. I can see now. My family suffering, the poverty we've endured. These are all symptoms of our separation from Cthon. The Bloodsworn have shown me the way of salvation. I have prayed long and hard at the altar, poured my lifeblood into the stones until the answers came to me. The only way my family can truly be saved is to be reunited with Cthon. I have made the necessary arrangements. The sacrifice will proceed at dawn. Oh no. I try to console them. I tell them everything was all right. Their eyes go wide with fear as I find the spot between the ribs and push the blade in. They always cry, and it makes me a little sad. They do not yet understand. I watch the blood as it flows down their naked legs and into the large basin I have placed below their suspended form. Cthon calls for every drop. To ensure I get it all, I begin by making shallow cuts, first the legs and the torso and lastly the arms. Slowly their struggles rescind and they accept their fate. At last they find understanding. The blood is not theirs. They are only holding it for another. I don't know why it's funny to me. And now it must be returned to Chthon, to whom it rightly belongs. At last their fear is peeled away, and they are happy to give the blood freely. Are they? I feel like they just dead at that point. That's why they stop screaming. Peacekeeper Chamber Journal. Our little town is surrounded by forts and soldiers of the Imperium, and yet I have never felt more alone and vulnerable. Each day I see more and more soldiers leaving Fort Heron to head north, while the road through Darkvale is a never-ending struggle of refugees heading south. Those fleeing the capital tell horrific tales of people gone crazy, of robbing and looting as madness consumes the head of our nation. One story even described a mob running down a woman in the street and devouring her alive. Sounds like a horror story, but I'm assured that it's the whole truth. With so many new faces in my town, my deputies are tasked with holding the town together. Fighting over scarce goods has become a daily ritual. We've had several murders in the past 2 weeks, a concept once entirely strange to our little village. 3 more people have vanished over the last night. At first, we didn't pay it much heed with what was coming, and going a folk on account of the refugees situation. But with these 3, it now makes a total of 6 that have gone missing since Thom was not a soul aware of where they'd gone to. Oh, rip Thom. I guess I must have found it in the same town. Whatever's stirring in the capital must be making its way here as well. Some unseen dread that you can't quite pinpoint, but you can see it in the face of those traveling south. Desperation, fear. It's all around us, and it has taken root in Darkvale. It is from Darkvale. The mayor has expressed similar concerns, particularly around a strange new religion that's been attracting many recent followers. Are they behind the recent disappearances? Are we loreless? Nice. Like in the Glass Gambit, we've seen that there can be more than just credits to be wagered. That's actually a good point. Speaking of which, the fucking Myconia people is actually a cool concept. And then obviously they never did anything. Well, I guess they kind of did Solaris Unite. Those are pretty cool. And fancy here. Wait, what? Huh? Why can't I switch tabs? What if I quit and go back in? I'm confused. Oh, does it really? That's cool. I guess it's a really cool idea of what was it? They train someone to be able to mingle with the infestation, and then they just sacrifice them to keep the infestation at bay. Weird. Why can't I access the other tabs? Huh. How much did that cost again? 88,000. I shouldn't be doing that a whole lot. I think for the parent guys, Steel Meridian can have people leaving their stuff to the vent kids. Wait, what? Can I have people leaving all their stuff to the vent kids? What do you mean by that? All right. Oh, I'll call it there. Good stream. Still tired, but hopefully my like new routine times to the third power that I'm fucking trying is helping me. By that I mean I'm just taking my anxiety meds. Oh, when they die, they want their stuff to go to the vent kids? Oh, is that... Oh, you're talking about like some of the flavor text? Or some of the things they've said? That's actually really funny. Like, why the vent kids? Like, I mean, I can imagine why, but it's like awfully specific. Like, I wouldn't think a Steel Meridian person is aware of the Fent kids. Oh man, it's a whole lot darker now. That is a whole lot darker. Anyways, yep. So tomorrow, if I get good sleep, if it's like 1 o'clock or like 1:15 and I haven't started streaming, fuck it, I'm probably not streaming that day tomorrow. But hopefully, I should be good. The flavor text has some interesting stuff. Also, remember the Steel Meridian people, no ticker. Ah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, so they would have connections to Solaris. Solaris is just cool. Honestly, I think Solaris might be like my favorite of the like communities. I think Ostron is cool from like a stylistic and like culture standpoint. Solaris, I just like ideally and like vibes and look and everything is just fucking sick. Oh my god. I love him so much. And Shoddy's whatever, because just a bunch of arrogant assholes being assholes. You wish SU and the parents sequence would finally work together. I'm sure right now they're kind of worried about their own things, considering they're like a debt internment camp, you know? They're kind of like focused on Mars. Like, just keeping their people out of being brain shelved. Like Solaris United is basically just a workers' union. Like, they're just a union. So it's not like they're like a major play. They just all have like different jobs. Venus, not Mars. Shit, you're right, it is Venus. I don't know why I keep saying Mars. Like, even when I'm going to check on like the Solaris, I just like sometimes click on Mars. Don't know why. Alright. Yep, so I'm gonna be heading on out. Take care, y'all. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. And thanks for stopping by. Yep, see you, man.